Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. This is Micro Adventures and I am Ellie and we are venturing indoors today, doing this really wild environment here. We have a full body workout on deck. We're gonna need some hand weights and some space behind your back platform. We're gonna be on one weight spring for the whole class. So keep that in mind. I've got 2 sets of weights. I got something a little bit lighter to hit some tricep and some reverse flies. And then I've got something a little bit heavier for some deadlifts. And we are gonna do something a little bit different today. There's gonna be a few moves where we're just kind of on the floor with the micro, not necessarily using the micro. So I want you to kind of notice how that feels. If you have any feedback, feel free to comment on this class after you finish up. But I have a feeling y'all are really gonna like this / hate this one, right? It's a love-hate. Let's get things going. We're gonna go into a reverse super crunch. So, seated at the back edge of your carriage, feet can hook under your back platform or heels can hook into the rails there. We'll go ahead and extend the arms out in front of heart center. And I want you to lift your heart space up. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze the abs in and around you. If you wanna hinge back a little bit, great. From here, we're just gonna extend out through the legs. Scoop through the low belly, bend the knees, pull the carriage forward using your low abs. Okay, so this is basically like option 1. Option 2, we'll start to add on a little open of the arm. So take the right arm and rotate it out to the right as the legs extend. Oh my gosh, come back through center. So this is really just our around the world essentially. Open the left arm out to the left. Come back through center. So try not to twist through the waistline as you do this. Think waist stays stable. You're just opening the arm straight out to the side as the legs extend, and then scoop through low belly, pull everything forward and in. Good. Keep this going here nice and slowly. Big inhales, strong exhales. Your exhales help you get a little bit deeper into the core, right? So think about when you cough or you sneeze, how you feel your abs like wrap in and around you. That is your transverse abdominis. It's the deepest layer of abdominal muscle you have, and it wraps around you like a corset. So think about corseting and hugging in through the whole core. Good. We've got just about 10 seconds to go. Giant reverse kneeling crunches on deck. Knees will come to the carriage, forearms to the back platform. Let's hit that giant reverse kneeling crunch in 3, in 2, and 1. Forearms back platform, knees carriage. Lock yourself in place to start. Shoulders over the elbows. Press the forearms down into the machine. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone back. Squeeze your glutes. Breath in. Exhale, squeeze through the abs, round through the spine, chin towards chest. Think upside down crunch. Find a little pause. Squeeze the abs a little deeper. Slide the carriage in maybe a touch more. And then slowly resist the spring tension to extend back out. Exhale as you begin to round the spine, crunch, squeeze the abs up and in like crazy. Soften through the back of the neck. Inhale, lengthen back out. This is when, if you're doing it right, it's like so good for your abs. Basically, just working them from a different angle versus like lying down on your back to do traditional crunches, right? That's kind of why we love the micro. We get the core and the abs so good from so many different directions. You've got 15 seconds. Let's bring it in for a little bit of a hold. Halfway in and hold, squeeze the abs. Carriage goes out an inch, back in an inch. You've got 6 seconds to go here. Reverse catfish on deck. Hands to the high handlebars, toes to the carriage. In 3, 2, 1. Hands to the high handlebars, thumbs point forward. Zip ankles, knees, and thighs together, and then bring some weight into your hands. So my upper body stays locked over the back platform. Legs will slowly start to drift out, and before my hips drop, I'm gonna bend my knees and slide them straight forward in space, scooping through the low belly. If you are doing reverse catfish correctly, it is super freaking hard. So upper body is working so hard to hold you in this plank-like position. And then the low abs are really firing to keep the hips steady, to not let the hips drop, and then to slide the carriage forward, pulling against that spring tension It is freaking tough. Stay in it, breathe. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. You've got back lunge on deck. Left foot steps over the back platform. In 4, make this a smooth transition. In 3, 2, 1. Left foot steps over the back platform. Right toes tucked to the carriage. Start to lower it on down. Oh, joy. You're gonna be really glad we're not using the carriage at the back end of the machine for every move, because working against that spring tension and back lunge is no joke. So hips and shoulders squared forward, right? As the carriage slides out, you are gently hinging from the hip creases, right? Try to find that 90-degree bend in your left knee and then push into the left heel. Don't let the knee drift forward as you lift up. Do not lock out your knee at the top. So really super challenging to do back lunge with good form. Keep an eye on yourself. If you have a mirror, if you have the ability to film yourself on your phone. Good, we're gonna start to layer in a kick. So next time you come down into your back lunge, we'll hold, slide the right knee in, slide the right leg out, drive into the left foot, slowly lift it up. Oh man, good, big hinge forward from the hips as you take it down. Pause at the bottom, freeze your left leg, right knee slides in, right leg extends out. If you need a balancing tool, grab it. I wish I had a balancing tool. I wish I had the moral support of Josiah, just another human to hold on to. Or perhaps, you know, he'd actually be doing the workout and I'd just be hanging out per usual. That'd be great. Let's keep this going. Back lunge with a kick. You've got just about 20 seconds to go here, so I want you to get a little deeper in that lunge. I want you to go a little slower on your kick. We're gonna pick up our heavier set of weights. You have single leg deadlifts on deck. You have 5, you have 4, you have 3, 2, and 1. Grab your heavy weights, plant your left foot on the floor, right toes will kickstand behind you, hips and shoulders squared forward, strong through the core. We're gonna hinge at the hips with a flat back. Find a little pause there, drive into your left heel, squeeze up the back line of your left leg to lift up. Okay, first drop, and my left leg's already shaking, standard. So, hug your weights in towards you, keep them really close. They're just aiming straight down towards the floor. Push into the left heel, lift up. Option to add on, right? So if you'd like to make this a Romanian deadlift, the right leg will float out behind you as you lower down, and then drive into left heel, tap the toes down as you lift. So that will add a balance challenge. I personally feel my left leg more when I kickstand my right toes, so I'm gonna stick with that option, right? Take what works for you. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. I want you to pick the option where you feel like your form is the best and where you feel the most challenged in your body, right? And deadlifts are a tricky move, so if you're feeling any tension in your low back, I want you to ditch your weights and I want you to just focus on your form. So you can pretend like you're holding weights here and you're gonna hinge at your hip creases. You're hinging at the hips, the flat back. You're pressing down into the left heel. Back line of the left leg works to upright the spine. You're gonna keep a micro bend in your left knee the whole time. Right, and I don't want you to feel like discouraged or like it's not enough if you have to ditch your weights. Like, I feel this working without any weights. And also part of this process is working on your form first and then layering in the intensity as your muscles get stronger, right? You don't need to have the heaviest weights to make this a valid workout. All right, friends, let's set down our heavy weights in 3, pick up your light weights in 2, and 1. Switch out the weights, left foot stays forward, right foot stays back, hinge forward in the hips, so you're in a lunge on the floor. From here, row the elbows up beside you, strong through the core. We're going tricep kickbacks, extend the arms back to straight, bend at the elbows back in. Keep your elbows stationary in space. Keep going here. Now, I want you to make sure as you're doing this, your shoulders, the tops of your shoulders aren't sort of rounded forward. So you take your tops of your shoulders, roll them up, down, and back. Energy in your left heel, okay? We're holding a stationary lunge. Your left leg should still be working. This is gonna be part of the burnout for the left leg as we hit our triceps. Strong straight arms all the way back. Hold with straight arms. Give me a little pulse up. Little pulse up. Oh my God, is your left glute on fire? Here's 4. Here's 3, 2. Bring the arms all the way down, palms face in. Soft bend at your elbows. We go reverse flies. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower down with control. This is the last move. You're holding this lunge in your left leg. This is the finisher on your left leg. Do not come out of this lunge. Stay with it. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Control down. You've got mermaid for the left oblique next. We're going to keep one of these weights in our left hand. Keep going with your reverse flies. Now my right leg's shaking. Great. You've got 25 seconds. Stay in the static lunge. You can do it. You can do it. Breathe. Stay with it. Keep going with your reverse flies. There's not going to be any pulses or holds in the flies. Just 15 more seconds of work. And then we are having a seat. Right hip to the back platform. Left foot under your carriage strap. Weight in your left hand. We're going mermaid crunch in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Keep one of your weights. So your right hip is going to come to the back platform and your right knee is bent in front of you, maybe kind of in the rail. Left foot's going to hook under your carriage strap or hug into that rail if you have it. And then you want to square your hips and shoulders forward. Right hand will come to the floor. Left arm's going to reach up overhead. And stretch the left arm away from the carriage. Inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna bend the left knee and then drive your elbow to your hip. Now, for more intensity, tent your right fingertips on the floor. Take some weight out of the right hand. Challengers, you might float the right hand all together. Oh, maybe that right hand comes to the left oblique. So think length through the left side and then crunch. Elbow comes towards the hip, knee slides in, and you do not want to feel this in your left hip flexor. If you're feeling it in the left hip flexor, that tells me that left hip is open towards the ceiling. So take your left hip, roll it forward so it stacks on top of the right hip. You're in this closed hip position. Elbow comes to knee. Good. Now, you have the option to hang on to this weight as we move on, or ditch it, up to you. Send the leg out long, send the left arm up towards the sky. Get lighter in the right hand. You're gonna lower down towards the floor 2 inches, back up 2 inches. Little down, little up. Keep rolling the left hip forward. Little down, little reach up. Keep it going. We've got this little down, this little up. You're doing great. Stay with it. Let's make it even smaller. So 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Pinch and squeeze left oblique. 10 seconds to go here. You've got a super crunch. Both feet to the carriage. Sit on your back platform in 3, 2, 1. Super crunch with a twist. Hands behind the head. Send the legs out long. Hinge back through the upper body. Twist. Right shoulder, left knee only. You are only twisting to the left. Lengthen out through center. Twist. Good. If you can hear me breathing into the mic, right, you'll notice that I sort of had this little bit of a forceful exhale as I twist, right? So part of that really is just Pilates breath, which is this workout evolved from Pilates, but when you sort of constrict and sort of give this breath out through the mouth and you exhale on the hardest part of the crunch, it helps you get deeper into the abs. Okay, think about when you cough or you sneeze, right? This exhale, squeeze, corset through the waistline. In 4, hold the twist. In 3, 2, twist, hold right here. Give me a little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, little twist. It's a little rotation through the waist. Challengers, arms up above the head. You're here for 10, 9, 8, oh joy. We're going back lunge, right foot steps over the back platform. In 3, in 2, 1, stand up, keep your carriage. Right foot's gonna step over the back platform. Left toes will tuck to your carriage. It's a super graceful transition. And we are here in back lunge. Hips and shoulders squared. Start to lower down. So you already know this is the only leg exercise working with the spring tension. So I want you going slower and I want you getting deeper in that lunge, friends. right? Big hinge forward from the hips. See if you can drop it all the way down to that 90-degree bend in the knee, right thigh parallel to the floor. I think I'm there. Drive into the right heel, slowly lift it up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For goodness sake, that is hard. And that's not what I wanted to say. I really wanted to cuss right there. I'm abstaining from using the swear words. If you have an opinion about that, you know, comment on this video, let me know. I'd love to hear it. And this next lunge down, back knee comes in, right? Do you guys like a good F-bomb every once in a while, or you feel more like keeping it G-rated? Totally fine either way, right? You might have little ones running around. One back lunge, one carriage kick. Don't let me get distracted. Don't let me distract you. Oh. Find your focus, find your strength here. This is really the toughest move we're doing here at the back of the machine. Stay with it. Big inhales, full exhales. You've got just 25 seconds left in this back lunge. I want you getting a little lower. I want you going a little slower. On deck, we're gonna hit our single leg deadlifts. So grab the same set of weights you started with on the first side. 15 seconds, keep going with this back lunge with a kick. Yes, you freaking can for 10. Grab your weights, right foot forward, single leg deadlifts in 3, 2, and 1. So right foot forward, left foot kickstands, hug the weights in towards you. Hinge at your hip creases with a flat back. Drive into the right heel, squeeze the back line of the right leg to lift up. Abs are super strong. Oh, there's that tremor, first one. So if you're still working on your form in these deadlifts, ditch your weights, right? And if you're feeling pretty good here, you wanna try the balance challenge, right? As you hinge forward, left leg floats back, drive into the right heel, lift up, left toes tap. Keep your hips and shoulders square. Good, and I'm losing my balance a little bit, so I'm gonna keep that foot down. Right, and that's no big deal, right? Notice how, as we move through this workout, how you speak to yourself, right? Because chances are how you talk to yourself is how you talk to other people, right? If you're not being kind, if you're not being supportive to yourself, right? It's a lot like going to the store and buying a can of white paint. And when you come home and open that can of paint and paint the wall, you expect that white paint to look blue on your wall, right? How can we be kind to others if we're not first kind to ourselves? So is it a big deal to ditch your weights? No. Nope, not at all, right? Is it a big deal that I'm taking a break and just chit-chatting with you? No, because I'm coaching this workout, I'm not doing it, right? Let's focus in here. You've got 25 seconds left in this deadlift on the right side. Okay, now, if I was doing this workout, like taking the class, I would put a little more effort into staying in the move, which I hope you're doing, right? As much effort as you can to stay in the move just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, big step back. In 4, grab your lighter weights, tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, left foot back. Hinge forward from the hips with a flat back, shoulders, slide them away from the ears. Row the elbows up and back. And this time, flip your palms a different direction than they were before. Let's go into those tricep kickbacks. Strong, straight arms, bend. So I had my palms facing in on the first set. So this set, I'm gonna go ahead and have my palms face forward. The other option would be palms facing up. I just want you to pick a different direction with the palms. It's just gonna hit your triceps at a slightly different angle. Focus in on this lunge. Right knee is stacked over the heel. A lot of energy through the right heel, right? The more you hinge forward, you're gonna get more resistance for the triceps, more resistance for your right leg. So, you know, think about it. Send the arms back straight and hold right here. Hold the arms strong and straight. Slide the shoulders down your back. Little lift, little lift, little lift. Reverse flies in 4, 3, 2. Lower the arms, stay in the lunge. Soft bend in the elbows, palms face in. Reverse flies. Second round. Slow and controlled. If your right leg is screaming at you, you are exactly where you need to be. Do not stand up and shake it up. Work a little higher if you need to. Bend the back knee a little bit if you need to. I want you to commit to staying in this lunge just a little bit. Okay, if you need to ditch the weights, ditch the weights. Keep going with the reverse fly anyway. Squeeze the space between your shoulder blades, right? This is really great exercise for strengthening the postural muscles around your spine. Shoulders away from the ears, stronger through the core. Outer right hip, wrap it back. 10 seconds, stay low, stay in it. You've got your mermaid crunch on deck. Keep one of your weights. Left hip comes to the back platform. Right foot to your carriage. In 3, 2, 1. Let's keep one weight. Left hip will be seated on the back platform. Your knee just kind of bends in front of you. Right foot will hook under the strap or kind of hook into the back of the rail. Left hand to the floor, right arm all the way up overhead. Roll your right hip forward so it's stacked over the left hip. Lengthen out and then slide the carriage in. Drive the elbow towards the waistline. Okay, I know maybe y'all have seen this move a lot lately. It's because I forgot about it because Josiah doesn't like it. I think I taught it once, like 2 years ago, maybe twice. And I took it during the challenge. Get light through that left hand. It was in one of the workouts and I was like, oh, this move, lengthen and squeeze. It's so good, so good. And if you feel uncomfortable kind of sitting on this left hip, I know this position can be a little tough on these small platforms, get a cushion. And if the handlebars are in your way, get rid of them. And if the weight's too much, ditch it, right? Get light in that left hand, challengers. Maybe you're gonna float that left hand for a rep or two. If you're feeling your right hip crease, that tells me the right hip is open. So you need to roll the right hip forward and try not to like float your toes up towards the sky for how you grab the strap. You want to think pushing the heel into the strap. Maybe the toes are lightly hooked. Okay, that can be part of the problem as well. Let's go ahead, take it out here. Hold, get light in the left hand. Weight reaches straight up towards the sky. You're gonna lift up 2 inches, back down 2 inches. Oh my gosh. And if you don't feel your right oblique like crazy, I don't know what to tell you. This is so freaking good. And it's such a nice angle to work your obliques from, right? We're really using gravity and this weight. Let's make it a little smaller. 1 inch up, 1 inch down, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. You have 2 moves to go. We're going super crunch with a twist to the right in 3, 2, 1. Set down your weight. Both feet to the carriage. Let me just, unhook my knee. Hands behind the head, right? Little less intensity, arms across the chest. We're gonna lengthen out through center. Exhale, big twist, left shoulder, right knee. Good, lengthen out through center. Exhale, twist. Use that Pilates breath out. So I kind of explained it on the first side. On this side, I'm just gonna tell y'all, do it. You inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Make some noise with your breath. Right? I know sometimes like in yoga class, people like don't necessarily want to breathe loud because they feel awkward because other people can hear them. But y'all are at home. You're at home. Make some noise with your breath. It does work. I wouldn't tell you to do this if it didn't work your abs more effectively. So inhale in through the nose. Exhale as you twist. As you fully exhale and forcefully exhale, feel that ringing out through the waistline. Hold your twist on this next one right here. Tiny rotation, tiny rotation. The hips don't move. Twist through the waistline. Challengers, arms up above the head. Shoulders away from the ears. Little twist, little twist, little twist. We're going giant dancing bear to the finish line, friends. In 4, hands to the carriage. In 3, 2, and 1, hands to the carriage, toes to your back platform. From here, swivel the hips to one side. Bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen back out through center. Exhale, squeeze. Oh, like the oblique is pinching so hard. It feels like I'm getting punched in the waistline, right? So that breath does make a difference. Use it, it works. This is our finisher. If you need to take this to the front of the machine, take it to the front of the machine. Otherwise, it is a giant reverse dancing bear for the final 30 seconds of class. You're under 30 seconds. I'm gonna say 25 seconds of class. Stay focused. Energy down through the heels of the hands. Squeeze and lift the hips 1 inch higher. You can do this. And if you drop out of it, no big deal. You're gonna get back into it, and we're all gonna finish strong, and we're gonna finish together. Your final countdown is here. Everybody up in that giant dancing bear. 4, 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Let's find a child's pose. Maybe beside your machine. Big toes touch, knees wide, forehead melts to the floor. Take a full body deep breath in through your nose. Full breath out through the mouth. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let it go. One more time. Big inhale here. Full breath out. Good. Let's walk our hands in towards our knees. Let's gently roll up to a seated position. Let's get a little stretch for the shoulders. So we'll bring the right arm across the chest. Soften the shoulder away from the ear. Okay, so make sure you take at least a few minutes stretching out the major muscles of the body that we worked today. Probably want to give those hammies, those quads and glutes some love. Good, let's bring a left arm across the chest, switching sides. A little stretch for the shoulder. Awesome, awesome work today. As always, thank you all so much for showing up, for getting on your micro and pushing yourself on your own while no one's watching. Okay? I'm so proud of you. Let's release that arm. 2 deep breaths, seal in all that goodness. Big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Give yourselves a hand. Awesome, awesome job. I'll see y'all again real soon.